uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.
I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black.
All right, come
You
on
already
in,
know what
people.
it is. Live, uncut,
Mm-hmm.
unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil. I love being black. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the
All
devil.
right, come on in,
I
people. Open
love being
discussion
black.
tonight. Come on in. Open discussion tonight. Mm-hmm. Come on in. Come on in, ladies and gents. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and definitely be glad in it. I am going live. I'm here. And I'm glad that you guys are here. Appreciate you last night. We got open discussion topic tonight, and I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you. Live, uncut, unedited. Make sure you tag somebody into it. All right, let's see who on here tonight. Sharice Wright, what's going on? The Lock Goddess. Hey, my friend, how you doing? Hair still looking good, still looking good, still looking good, still looking good. All right. Yolanda Williams, good evening. My brother D, 3 hours. It was 3 hours last night. Jules Smith, how you doing? How you doing? All right, how you doing, Jules Smith? I hope your baby watching. It was good meeting you guys at the flea market. It was so good to see you. Good to see you. You thought I'd forget about you. I didn't forget about you. This is live, uncut. Y'all made my day that day. Took a picture with you guys. All right. Anita Tolliver. What's going on, Miss Tolliver? Ron Gilmore. What's up, Ron? What's good, bro? Open discussion. Lewis Ramsey. What's up, bro? Ronnie Johnson, cousin Ronnie Johnson in the house. Brother, my brother, Charles Phillips. My brother, I tell you, that brother's an inspiring brother. We're going to have open discussion tonight. Whatever the spirit lead us, Latanya Gamlin, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Boogie G, what up, Boogie G? All right, we got a lot. Jules Smith, you're fine. Good, good. That's good. Good. Yeah, it was good. It was 3 hours last night. I haven't done 3 hours in a minute, people. I think my max is 5 hours. I mean, I didn't even get up and go to the washroom or anything. 5 hours. Tam, what's up? All right, I see you. I see you. Make sure you guys share the video. Please share the video. Tag someone into it. Tag someone into this video. This is live, uncut, and unedited. Come on in. Make sure you share, like, and share. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, make sure you do that at Martin G. Johnson. YouTube, that's where I'm at. For those of you that I blocked you on Facebook, you're welcome to go YouTube and listen and watch. You know, you're welcome to do that. All right, Miss Jasmine Marie, what's going on? I see you. 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 Yolanda Williams. It was so much shooting on the west side. They call in and tell us about all that shooting on the west side. Man, y'all know when it get hot outside. Listen, should nobody be going outside unless you got a destination, period. 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 Willie Travis, what's going on? Chris Moore, what's going on? Candice Connolly, what's going on, Miss Connolly? I hope I pronounced that right. All right. Open discussion, people. Now is the time. Those of you that never called in and you want to call in and ask a question about crime or something that we discussed in our previous podcast, you're welcome. You're welcome to do that. Let me put the number up for you first-time callers. I'm looking for some first-time callers tonight, too, as well. I welcome you. The number is up there on my screen. It's up over my head, 872-297-6389 or 872-299-0808. Come call in, people. Call in tonight. I'll be happy to have you in. We had a great discussion last night. The young man challenged our thinking last night. I appreciate him. I need some shares on here, people. Y'all help me out. I need some shares. Those of you on YouTube, make sure you like and share. Make sure you like and share. YouTube, like and share. All right, now we're live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, YouTube people. Come on in. Come on in. Live right now. Come on in, people. Come on in. Mm-hmm. Yep. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in, people. I need y'all to come on in. We got more people coming in. It's open discussion. All right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. All right, let's see what this audience talking about in here. Let's see what we're talking about. Was that Robbie Brown said, it doesn't surprise me at all the way they doing things on the west side. Wow. Big Drew is a video saying Chicago no longer is the third largest city. Oh, wow. Might be. Gregory Carter said, vote Trump. Don Tyson, good evening. It could be gone, but a lazy long summer is okay. Parents, are your summer goals for your children or grandchildren? What are your summer goals? Okay. All right, smooth operator. I see you. Woo. I love being black.
I love being black.
Yeah, right. That's right, Ken Teller. Janet, what's going on, Janet? Diana McCoy. All right. Nettie. All right, May. What's the top? Nettie, tonight is open discussion night. So if you got a question or something that we talked about in a previous program, you're welcome to call in and let's talk about that. It's open discussion night. So wherever the spirit leads us, that's where we're going to go tonight. No particular tell the truth and shame the devil. That's right.
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
Mallory Dyer, what's going on, my brother? I see you. I see you, brother. Chris Moore. Chris Moore. Chris Moore. All right, come on. Haven't heard anything about the mayor lately. Okay. Robert Bobby Reed, how can someone get in touch with you if they have a story? Just inbox me. Inbox me and send me your number. Inbox me and send me your number. You could do that. Inbox me. Inbox me. All right. Sharon Hill. All right, Sharon. Geneva Williams, what's going on? I love being black.
I love being black.
All right. What's that? Quintina Salters. All right. Eddie, what's up, my brother Eddie? What's good, Martin? Black Power to the last hour. You know it, race first all day. All day, people, all day. All right. All right. Venetia Smith, what's going on? Okay, I am finna do it right now. Okay, thanks, bro. All right, Brenda Long, hello, what's going on? All right. All right. All right, people. I need somebody to call in so we can start up. We ain't got to wait on everybody. Just come on in. And while we doing that, I can start it off. I tell you. We all got the crime problem. All right. Brother cousin Ronnie Johnson said, parents, check with your local churches in your community to get your children involved in summer activities that are already funded by the state and government grant programs. That makes sense. All right. All right. How you pronounce that? Is that Black Quan? I don't know how to pronounce that. So help me out. Help me out. All right. It's good to be living. Let me find some on Facebook. I had some one of my posts I wanted to talk about, but you guys don't want to say nothing. I'm gonna go on my post and we can just start up something and I could share something on my post since y'all don't want to talk. So I'm going to start it off. I'm going to start off. Let's see what y'all got to say about this. Let's see what you got to say about this. All right. Let's do it.
Control and punishment.
Yeah,
right?
Because if the man's not controlling the house,
Uncle
something
Sam
else
is.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is,
Yep.
right? So the woman's saying, I'd rather be married to Uncle Sam because he's writing me a bigger check than whatever you are. And so that allows Uncle Sam to exercise more power over the household than the real Sam who was actually in there who got booted because the woman had more of an incentive to collect the check from the government than she did from actually being a member of a stable married household. And that's exactly why fatherlessness has gone up dramatically over the last 6 decades, because you get what you actually pay for in this country. Now 25% of kids are born into a household without a father in that house. In a certain sense, it's not surprising. You get what you pay for. That's what we're paying for, and therefore that's what we're getting. We're paying single mothers more money not to have a man in the house than to have that married man in the house.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because they want to exercise power, dominion, control, and punishment.
Yeah,
right?
Because if the man's not controlling the house,
Uncle
something
Sam
else
is.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is,
Yep.
right? So the woman's saying, I'd rather be married to Uncle Sam because he's writing me a bigger check than whatever you are. And so that allows Uncle Sam to exercise more power over the household than the real Sam who was actually in there who got booted because the woman had more of an incentive to collect the check from the government than she did from actually being a member of a stable married household. And that's exactly why fatherlessness has gone up dramatically over the last 6 decades, because you get what you actually pay for in this country. Now 25% of kids are born into a household without a father in that house. In a certain sense, it's not surprising. You get what you pay for. That's what we're paying for, and therefore that's what we're getting. We're paying single mothers more money not to have a man in the house than to have that married man in the house.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because they want to exercise power, dominion, control, and punishment.
Yeah,
right?
Because if the man's not controlling the house,
Uncle
something
Sam
else
is.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is,
Yep.
right? So the woman's saying, I'd rather be married to Uncle Sam because he's writing me a bigger check than whatever you are. And so that allows Uncle Sam to exercise more power over the household than the real Sam who was actually in there who got booted because the woman had more of an incentive to collect the check from the government than she did from actually being a member of a stable married household. And that's exactly why fatherlessness has gone up dramatically over the last 6 decades, because you get what you actually pay for in this country. Now 25% of kids are born into a household without a father in that house. In a certain sense, it's not surprising. You get what you pay for. That's what we're paying for, and therefore that's what we're getting. We're paying single mothers more money not to have a man in the house than to have that married man in the house.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because they want to exercise power, dominion, control, and punishment.
Yeah,
right?
Because if the man's not controlling the house,
Uncle
something
Sam
else
is.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is,
Yep.
right? So the woman's saying, I'd rather be married to Uncle Sam because he's writing me a bigger check than whatever you are. And so that allows Uncle Sam to exercise more power over the household than the real Sam who was actually in there who got booted because the woman had more of an incentive to collect the check from the government than she did from actually being a member of a stable married household. And that's exactly why fatherlessness has gone up dramatically over the last 6 decades, because you get what you actually pay for in this country. Now 25% of kids are born into a household without a father.
All right, people, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? We're gonna. All right, what y'all think about that? Call in. Is that true or false? That's true or false? I got to start the conversation somewhere. All right, is that true or false? All right. Nisha Thomas, I see you. BH, I see you. Good evening. All right, come on, let's talk. Oh my God, Candace Conley. I bet you the funding is there, but it's just not being allocated appropriately for service to be in your communities. Okay. All right. All right, people. I just showed a video. Y'all call in. Y'all talking that thing? Yeah. Somebody said we need the real Sam there. Uncle Sam is not getting it done. That's right. They're always around this narrative, but to a degree, it's valid when you play chess and not checkers. All right. I need somebody to call in. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth. Boy, I could tell when I'm hitting the women, because them women, they'll fall off in a minute, boy. They don't want to hear that. Black women, we're going to tell the truth. What's up, Ashley Johnson? Tell the truth. Rasta man, where I go on? What go on now? Yeah. All right. Big homie Martin, what's going on, my brother? Mansa, Midas. I tell you, got the Rastafarian on here. The Jamaican on the Yankee line. All right. What's going on, ladies and gents? I need some callers. Now, when I start talking, y'all gonna want to call in, but that's okay. But I'll get the conversation started up. So since you guys are shy, I tell you, I see a lot of people that won't call. I'm good. I'm so glad I can hold my own. All right. All right. Some folks need Uncle Sam. They don't want the real Sam in the house. They want the Uncle Sam. They want the money. They want the money. You don't care nothing about no man. They want the money. Care about the family. Some folks are selfish. Real talk. So I said, blah, blah, blah. Call in, my dear sister. Call in. The number is 872-297-6389. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm willing to talk about it tonight. I want to hear what the women got to say. You rather have the money and Uncle Sam or the real Sam in the house? Come on with it, people. So I'm the real woman. These women don't want the man there, but they want the man money. They want both. Okay. All right. Live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. Again, to my YouTube family, I appreciate you guys coming on here. Thank you so much for liking and sharing. The YouTube family I'm growing family on YouTube. All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'm waiting on some few calls to call in. I can't get my calls to call in. What's going on? The black woman doesn't want to share power with the black man through public aid. Now let's put it up there. The black woman doesn't want to share power with the black man through public aid. She has full authority. Oh, wow. So where's your star? But no, don't worry about sitting no stars. I ain't worried about giving them no money. LaDonna Horton, hey, how you doing? All right, Bernard Phillips, what's up? Big link card takes a little link card, period. All right, I got me a call and finally. Angela Williams, L. Williams, Claudine, the movie, go figure it out. You right. You are so right about that. You are so right about that. Claudine, that movie. I remember that. It's still relevant today. A lot of black women don't know that. Yeah, they don't know that. Yeah, they don't know it. Yeah. All right, all right, brother, come on in and talk. Come on with it. My brother. 630, come on, talk. Come on, talk, brother.
Hey, how you doing, Martin? I didn't want to leave you hanging. I said, let me go on and call in. To me, it's a shame that they even started the whole Uncle Sam thing, if you will. I think the world would be a lot better if people just work, right?
Right.
Now, I understand disability and everything. That's different, right? But back in the 60s and the 70s, from our understanding, the Section A and the Housing Authority and all that was designed to help people get out of poverty, right?
Right.
But what you see now is people just taking advantage of it. People that don't even need a check, if you will, but they manipulate the system and get it anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, in today's society, with so much going on, that money can really be used for other things. Now I'm not saying take it away completely, but I am saying, put a limit to how long you can be on government assistance, right? And things of that nature, because that's when you think about it, that's a lot of money that's been allocated towards just that. And to me, it just seems like not all females, but there are females out there that know how to manipulate the system, that know But if I have 2 or 3 kids, I'm gonna be set for the rest of my life. And that's how some of them, you know, that's their mentality. I like that. Now I blame the mothers and the grandmothers because they didn't teach them the appropriate way to use the system. You know.
Okay. My brother, I want to ask you a question. Now, I need you to explain something that you said. I know what you mean, but I want you to explain to the audience. When you say manipulate the system, women, how they do that? By doing what? What do they do? What do you call manipulation?
Well, to me, I would call that, you know, well, first of all, let's say if you working, right? If you're working a 9 to 5 and you're making enough money to support you and your child, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't share that income with the government, right? Because you know that if you do, they're going to take you off public assistance, right?
Right.
So, you know, things like that. Another example I can give you is, you know, getting link card. You know, some of these young women out here get, you know, thousands of dollars a month for a link card, and they take it and cash it in cash, right? You know, don't even need the assistance, right? Can feed their family with or without it, right? But you know, that's just another way to manipulate the system. And I think that over the years, that's what caused us to not have, you know, as much funds allocated to different resources, is because a lot of that has been, you know, tangled up in, you know, government assistance. So, you know, I just think that it really should be a time limit, because the whole purpose of it was designed to help people get out
to get it together. The world's working harder to keep them apart.
off of the hard, you know, working tax-paying citizens, you know. So that's my opinion.
Okay. Hold it right there. Let me see what the next person got to say about that. Hey, caller 5631. 5625. I'm sorry.
Martin?
Yes.
I know you're going to hang up on me.
Yeah, that's when you talking crazy. I definitely gonna hang up on you. Go ahead.
I'm not. But Martin, I think you playing devil advocate. I listen to you every night. Just listen, Martin.
Oh,
a couple
Lord.
of days ago, you said, listen. You said when they gave all these people, these young girls, Section 8, they put their baby daddies out, they put their mans out, they did that. Said that. But again, they didn't know better. So it's the system they had it set up to design, but for women with Section 8 to turn their back on the black man. Now you asking this question.
What question I'm asking?
Mom, what are we talking about today? We're talking about. Don't laugh at me, because I'm serious.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm like Dr. D. I'm like Dr. D.
Okay. Listen, I played the video clip. The man was talking about. Okay, let me stop this. I'm gonna play the other. Let me get it again. Hold on. So you'll know. Okay. You on here telling me something. You ain't even paying attention to what we're talking about.
Yes,
well,
I am.
I see why I'm mad at you. All right, let me play it again. All right, let me play this for y'all again.
Man in the house than to have that married man in the house.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because they want to exercise power, dominion, control, and punishment.
Yeah,
right?
because if the man's not controlling the house,
Uncle
something
Sam
else is. Yeah.
Uncle Sam is, right? So the woman's saying, I'd rather be married to Uncle Sam because he's writing me a bigger check than whatever you are. And so that allows Uncle Sam to exercise more power over the household than the real Sam, who was actually in there, who got booted because the woman had more of an incentive to collect the check from the government than she did from actually being a member of a stable married household. And that's exactly why fatherlessness has gone up dramatically over the last 6 decades, because you get what you actually pay for in this country. Now 25% of kids are born into a household without a father in that house. In a certain sense, it's not surprising. You get what you pay for. That's what we're paying for, and therefore that's what we're getting. We're paying single mothers more money not to have a man in the house than to have that married man in the house.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because they want to exercise power, dominion, control, and punishment.
Yeah,
right?
because if the man's not controlling the house,
Uncle
something
Sam
else
is.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is,
Yep.
right? So the woman's saying, I'd rather be married to Uncle Sam because he's writing me a bigger check than whatever you are. And so that allows Uncle Sam to exercise more power over the household than the real Sam who was actually in there who got booted because the woman had more of an incentive to collect the check from the government than she did from actually being a member of a stable married household. And that's exactly why fatherlessness has gone up dramatically over the last 6 decades, because you get what you actually pay for in this country. Now 25% of kids are born into a household without a father in that house. In a certain sense, it's not surprising. You get what you pay for. That's what we're paying for, and therefore that's what we're getting. We're paying single mothers more.
All right. Did you get now? That's what we're talking about. Okay. Did you get that, young lady? 5-6-25.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Now.
So listen. Let me finish. So listen. That's why Section 8 came apart. That's why Section 8 was existing, to give to the black woman so she can have her house and then she can do whatever. I mean, she can fly black males out and she get her food stamp and she living here for like $28 a month. Listen, but you just had a conversation about that last week. I listen to you every night.
Okay. Well, what are you trying?
What's funny about that?
What is you trying to say?
I'm trying to say is that's why Section 8 was existed. That's why Section 8 was existed. Food stamp was existed. It wasn't that us black women didn't want our men there and we put child out and we did this. No, we didn't did that. We didn't do that. The system was set up for it to happen just that way. Go back and listen to just a couple of days ago. You had a discussion about when black women got their Section 8, they got their apartment, they put all their black men out.
Okay. This is how I said it. They traded the man in for Section 8 and a check. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, right. It was about a week ago or less than a week ago. That's what I was saying.
You didn't say that. You didn't know. Well, you didn't say it
Okay.
like that. But now you come in with this video, and this is how it is. And then the next day, you came back and say that the migrant, you praise them because they say what they've been.
Okay, let me. Okay, first of all, let me hold it. Let me say this. You can't tell me what I don't see with my own eyes. If I see a migrant family sleeping on the floor with their man, that's a good thing. I see that. They want me to stand behind them. What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
Okay, then. Do you got a problem? Hold on. Do you have a problem? Hold it. Do you have a problem with migrant women sleep on the floor with their man? Do you have a problem with that? Okay.
But do you see how the system corrupt our black women?
No, but listen, y'all. Yeah, but y'all had a choice though. Y'all had a choice. Y'all had a choice, ma'am. Y'all had a choice.
You just played this video.
Listen, I just played. You listen. I guarantee you, they're not paying the migrant women. The migrant women and the men, they get $9,000. I guarantee you, they're gonna stick together. I guarantee you that.
Good night, Martin. I'm not hanging up, but I'm gonna let another call come in.
Okay. Well, no problem. I got another caller. 0613.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, caller. 0613.
Yeah, what's happening there? What all this comes down to is this basically comes back from slavery. During the slavery times, the master didn't want a black family together at that time, so they would allow you to get married. But then, if they didn't like the situation, they could sell off one of the two, the husband or the wife. Now we go into the 60s or the 50s when they gave public aid, public housing, all these government programs run by the government, and they trying to dictate to you, and basically they did dictate how the black family was run for the last 40 years or 50 years. And they would say, if you can have kids, but you won't be able to have a stable relationship with a man unless you forfeit your income. And maybe that ain't what a lot of people, it was supposed to help you get by, but a lot of people like dope, public aid is addictive. And a lot of times people think they was giving them a lot of money, but in retrospect, it's not what it seemed to be. and they control you and your children because you're going to be in a poor environment, living under certain conditions and going to bad schools, and it's going to be systemic with your poverty level, and then crime comes with that. So then after that, you look at situations where it's hard to pull up out of that situation. You hear the guy who was the president, Obama, talking about pulling yourself up from your bootstraps, but if you ain't got no boots, it ain't going to happen. So if they ain't giving you nothing to work with, this game is played with loaded dice out here, from my opinion.
There's no father in the household.
Why is there no father in the household?
Man brings structure. Man brings structure.
Okay.
Father brings structure.
Okay.
The public aid system gave the woman the right to think like she runs everything. She gets this. She gets it. You could put him out. You could do this. You could do this. But you need a man in the house for structure. That's all I'm saying, Martin.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But you hear stuff like this: men, they DL, they gay, they in jail, or they not leaders. All these excuses for not having a man in the house. No, I'm just saying. I understand. But see, if you listen, my thing is, if you lay down the head of baby by a bomb, that go for a male or a female, that's on you. Ain't no need to complaining. The baby is here now. Do what you got to do. It's on you.
But a lot of times, especially in the 80s, you look at shows like Oprah, and she was basically, when she started having a show, she got bagged up by a lot of white women in suburbs and stuff. And they promoted that kind of agenda because like the news, media, only time shows don't continue to be on strictly regular TV prime time is if they go into the mainstream agenda, which really keeping black people down and keeping us second class.
Downplay us.
Right. And they got to use our people to do it. That's how it usually works.
630.
Can I ask you a question?
What question you want to ask me? Is it related to this?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
How old
come
was you when you had your first child?
I'd rather not answer that. 27 years old. Why you ask me? Why?
To see, in our community, it's girls getting pregnant at 13, 14, back even right now today, 13, 14, 16, and all that. So it ain't that the man is a bum, it's that they kids having kids. It ain't that they bum, and then at 13 or 14 or whatever, they giving them Section 8. You can get this apartment. Okay, yeah, you got a baby, and we're gonna give y'all some food stamps and a little money.
Did you? Okay.
Sorry, Mom. Go ahead.
No. I was going to say too. Also, another thing they're doing with the women, they forcing the women to tell who the child father is, because if you don't, you can't get your public aid benefits. That too.
There you go.
That shouldn't even be.
They don't even know who the
right. They don't know.
Baby daddy is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, now we know these things, or why aren't we moving on these things? Well, we know what the system is doing, but we just play right in with the system. Right in with the system.
So back then we did because we didn't know no better.
Oh, we doing it now.
Going on for so long.
What's the excuse now?
They didn't cut the food. They didn't cut the cash. They didn't cut the cash stamp. They didn't cut the cash. After 4 kids, they don't get them no more cash.
Okay. Well, that's in the state of Illinois. That's in the state of Illinois. Now, different state, it might be different. It might be different in Wisconsin. It might be different in Indiana. It might be different. Each state is different.
But Martin, let's stick to the subject.
Well, this is on the subject. We talk. Hold on. Hold on.
That's why the black man's is not in these young girls' house. That's why the black man's is not in their houses, because the Section 8, public aid, they removed the black man. Period.
Okay.
That's why we got this. So if you got this baby, you got this woman, and your name can't go on nothing, then who are you? The man of this family? Are you the man of this house? Oh, oh, you run everything. You call the police, you get to fighting. Oh, they're gonna put me out. My name ain't on nothing.
See, y'all see that thinking? You see that thinking that she's thinking? I call it stinking thinking.
So, that's not sticking.
That's fighting for control. Y'all see?
That's what they did. That's what they did.
They doing that now. We talking about did. They doing that now.
But that's when it started, Martin. It started. So we talking about why the black man is not irrelevant in our household. It started way back then. That's not no thinking. It started then. They set the system up like that with Section 8, public aid. Where the black man at? If everything goes to the females, then where's our black man at? How are we helping them?
Yeah, we lose your Section 8 if you got somebody in there, they'll revoke your lease or something and cancel your Section 8.
So the movie y'all was talking about, if she had a man with all those kids, now she do got a good man with a garbage truck, got money, she got to have everything, coffee pot, all that.
Okay. Now, one thing I noticed about women, I noticed a lot of women take their mother experience and use their mother experience with men in it then. And we live in a different time, a different age now. But I guarantee you, a lot of y'all women, and y'all know I'm telling the truth, you use that apartment that you have as Section 8 or low income or subsidized, whatever you want to call it. You use that apartment as a weapon against men. When they don't do or operate the way you want them to operate, you put them out. Because you know they ain't on the lease.
It was designed from the beginning, Martin. So if my mother has Section 8 and I have another baby, by me being her daughter, I immediately get Section 8. It's handed down.
Mm-hmm.
It's designed. That Section 8 stuff, that project stuff, it was designed to push our black men out of being controlled in our household.
So are they still doing that right now today?
Absolutely.
So since we know that, what the black woman is doing about it?
Man, what do they know to do about it? No,
I'm asking y'all. You know what I mean?
I'm not on Section 8. I'm just telling you what I'm not on Section 8. I'm just telling you what I have seen by me being a black woman. Come on, Martin, you know too. I mean, it's a lot of women out there that had kids that.
Wait a minute. It's
Play this video.
1:39 and
Play this video.
my name is Claudine. Claudine Price.
Rupert P. Marshall, 7 o'clock.
Claudine and Rupert are working on a project, a love project.
When I get to know you better, maybe. I said maybe.
And while they're working hard to get it together, the world's working harder to keep them apart.
Hello? Miss Claudine Price Leaford?
Yeah.
6 kids in 4 rooms.
36 and it ain't old.
It's too old to be messing around.
20th Century Fox presents James Earl Jones and Diane Carroll in Claudine.
Cool it. Your mama's going on a date, like a nice restaurant, some fine music.
It's gonna wind up chicken anyway.
Mom, it's Miss K back, the social worker.
Society gave us no choice. Tried to silence my voice, pushing you on the welfare.
Well, don't just stand there, honey. Let her in.
This man may be bringing things into your home which you may not be deducting. Now, you know I have to deduct you on those things.
What things? What things, damn it? You have a man come over for dinner, he brings you a bottle of wine. I have a man come over for dinner, he brings me a damn 6-pack. Oh, there are 2 left, Miss Payback. Would you like a beer?
If you've ever laughed, you'll dig Claudine.
You're the gentleman that's been keeping company here.
I'm no man, I'm just a garbage man.
Oh, well, may I have your name, please?
Simpson X, that's it. You've heard of Malcolm X, I'm Simpson X.
If you've ever cried, you'll dig Claudine.
Mama, I'm not a baby anymore. I know you're not a baby, but you're not a woman either. I'm nothing.
That's what I am. I don't know nothing. I don't have nothing. I'm nothing.
If you've ever had dreams, you'll dig Claudine.
I have actually avoided success. Oh, no. You know why? Because when you are successful and rich, people will envy you and hate you. And I want people to love me.
If you've ever had troubles, you'll dig Claudine.
Claudine, baby. Hey! Cheer up. It could get worse. I cheered up, and the law was right. It got worse.
If you've got heart.
Suppose I do not marry this lady. Now, if I move in with her and do not tell you, then we're both crooks, right? But if I do tell you, then we're back to the income and the outcome and the deducting, and you drive me to drink. And you call a fraud if I spend $7 for a bottle of whiskey.
If you've got soul.
There's one thing you better know. And that is, I love all of y'all.
If you're young, old, rich, poor, black, white, or green.
All right, people, that's real time. That's real talk there. Anybody to know about that movie, y'all need to go check that out. Y'all women don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I got to tell the truth and shame it down. Go ahead.
He said in real life, you're going to get a Claudine, a woman with 6 kids. And at the end of the story, the oldest little girl was pregnant.
But that's not what we focus on. That's not what we focus on. We focus on, you know what we're focused on. Let's not flip the script. Now let's get back on script.
But I just heard what he said. At the end of the day, you're going to get
you heard, listen. Yeah. Listen. What else did you hear on there? Hold on. What else did you hear on there?
Oh, I heard that Claudine finally got a guy that's going to take care of her and her 6 kids in spite of anything and everything.
And what else did you hear?
And he worked for Jake Martin. Point out what you want to say.
I'm asking you. If you listen to it, I want to know, what did you hear?
You said
don't worry about what I said. I'm asking, what did you hear on the little trailer?
I told you what I heard. If you're gonna get anything, you're gonna get a woman like Claudine with 6 kids. And at the end of it, Claudine's daughter, the oldest daughter, was pregnant, and he still accepts everything. So this is what I heard. Claudine was tired of hiding her food stamps, her money, and she got a good man that's working for the city. He came out the closet and said, "We ain't doing this no more."
Okay.
That's what I heard.
All right.
You ain't hear that?
I'm saying okay, whatever. All right. 0426, new caller, probably the same caller, just hung up. Zero.
The same caller, Mark.
Yeah. Okay. Did you just? I don't know if you heard that. We just played that Claudine movie, man. A little trailer of it, and show how it was done. A lot of young people don't know the history of what the system was trying to do, it, and presently is still doing with us right now. The man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I was just saying absolutely to what you said.
The man in the two men of the first video I played, they were saying Uncle Sam is the man of the house. They pay women more money not to have a man in the house. And we fall into that trap. I've known women to have another baby, get pregnant again, so they can get more money on their link card, on their public aid. Yeah. I've known women to trap men to have jobs like a CTA or bus driver.
Stay to the topic.
I am staying to the topic. I'm staying to the topic. That's it. Trap men to have more babies. And that's what public aid is about. Having babies, they taking care of your babies. Some people want to raise.
Public aid was about to exist to remove our black men from being fathers.
And what else? Take care of y'all babies, women babies. They're giving y'all medical, they give you housing, and they're giving you cash.
And what does that do? They remove the man from being the man of the household. That wasn't right.
And on top of that, on top of that, Martin, with the assistance that they get, a lot of them still get the child support from the man, even though he's not in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like a
no. Wait. Let me stop you. If your child is on public aid, child support goes to them, not the mother, because they've been paying for your child.
Right, but we know a lot of females get the money and the child. You see them and they got the hair done, nails done, everything did, and the child is looking like something from the East.
Those are the mothers that's not on public aid. But if your child is on public aid and public aid been taking care of your child, public aid gets that money. The woman never see a dime of it. 30 years later, I just got a check in the mail because I've been working my whole life from my son's father, and I ain't never been on public aid. Public aid don't take that money.
Well, that's something new I didn't know.
Okay.
So you think public aid is to take care of your child, and that's why they do it. That's why they go so hard on where the father at? Where the father at? Because I'm taking care of these kids. I'm taking care of these kids. And if the father is working, you gotta tell me who the father is, so the father can pay us the money back if he ain't getting. Oh,
So if let's say in a situation where the woman knows who the father is and she turns him in, right? Now, isn't it a situation where, like they say in the first clip, a lot of the females are not going to say who the father is because they know that they can get a better check from the system than what he was going to get from the job that he, you know what I mean? So most females don't even want to turn their baby fathers in because you know it's not even going to be half of what they can get from the government. So that's just part of the game.
It's part of the game. It's part of the game. And you know what? It's so sad. Our young black men don't know to ask for, hold on, so she's doing this, let's do a DNA test. They'll pay for a DNA test. They do all that. But if our black men don't show up and ask for a DNA test, guess who's going to be responsible to take care of that baby for 18 years? Who she said that baby daddy is on public aid.
Oh, okay. Wow. Can I ask you a question? Ask the woman a question. What is it?
Yeah.
So do you think that system is still prevalent today? What we talking about? They still don't want the man in the house.
I think when that system got designed years ago, that's when our black men got removed, belittled. Not, no, I don't know about today. All I know is about today is the women that's more educated. This. If you look at the statistics, I think black women is doing more better than black men are. And that's why a lot of our black men are in jail on a down low.
Hold it.
Okay.
You said a lot of black women doing better than black men. Is that what you're saying?
Man, I just think the structure long time
ago.
I
don't know about that.
Our black men.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what you said.
I know it's a lot of black men that's not being a man in a family, in a household.
Okay, how you know?
Man, come on.
I'm just asking. You just tell me how you know. You read something, or
the system? No, the system was set up. It was designed. That's where Section 8 came from. How many black men that you know have Section 8, have their own apartment? the system was designed to make black women and their kids to move forward and leave our black men behind.
Okay. Now, this same system that you're talking about, that I agree with you. Do you think that system is set up the same way for the migrants, the Venezuelans, to leave their men behind?
So here's the thing. I don't know that because
No, I'm just asking a question. Okay, I just asked a question.
Listen, and I'm asking. I don't know that. They don't have a social security number. They're not even considered citizens now. So I don't know that. We don't know that. We could be together. Look, if we living in Texas and we living in this, we're gonna ride or die until we get there and we become citizens. You go your way, I go my way. We got this.
So
they don't even have a social security number.
But they getting money. They getting resources.
They getting money. They getting cars. They getting bikes. They getting clothes. They getting everything that our black man didn't get when he was trying to build a home or be with his woman. When they created this Section 8 stuff. Come on, man. I mean, come on.
But I'm just saying, what are the women doing about it? Since you guys know that, what are you guys going to do about it?
What do you want us to do about it?
Now, you know what? I'm just asking. Y'all.
Hold on. They put all these. We don't really know what they're giving these migrants. All we know is these migrants is in our community riding on bikes.
No, that ain't what that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about since the black woman know that the system is against the black man, what is she doing to help the black man?
You already know.
No, you tell me. I'm asking the question. You're a woman.
It's been going on for so long. There you go. Not a damn thing. What do you want me to do? The system already told the black men down. They have nowhere to live. They have no name on nothing. They gave everything to the woman, the single woman, Section 8. I ain't never heard them not once gave a man a Section 8. It was all about a woman and the kid. But what about the black man? The black man made this baby. I lived in Albee Wells. Everybody in Albee Wells as females had their own apartment. They were females and with babies. The men lived with them. But what about our black men, Martin? They didn't have nothing. They could go to one after woman after woman after woman. This woman put me out. This woman put me out. Okay, but the 6 months you've been living there, you didn't make a baby with that woman. You made a baby with that woman. They go from house to house to post. It's about building our black men up to know that they are the black men in this family, and they lead it. It wasn't designed for a project. It was designed for our black men to be right where they at right now.
But I think there still has to be a resolution, you know. To the situation. So how do we get past that? What do women have to do so that the men can be back in their lives, be back in their family lives?
It's been so many years of tearing our black men down and moving from post to post, post to post, woman to woman. I mean, and I'm being honest.
You know, I think while a lot of relationships don't last, a lot of marriages don't last, it's because women know that, hey, you know, in the beginning of the relationship or the marriage, everything was great, you know, father was in the child's life, everything. And as soon as something happened, they know that they can always use that as an alternative. Well, if you leave me, I can always.
So look, wait. Why do they know that? Tell me why do they know that?
Well, because it's been taught to them throughout the years.
The system made everything in their name.
Okay. We got a new caller, people. 6799. Come on, caller.
What's going on, Martin?
What's going on?
Yeah, a lot of men do have Section 8 also, with a 740 credit score also, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Most definitely. In Chicago, Illinois, of course.
Okay.
Well, I honestly think that if you got credit score,
while you're in Section 8, I was just.
That's what I'm saying. It was designed for people that are struggling to help them get out of poverty. It wasn't designed for you to get it and then you stay on it forever and then see all of the resources and everything that you get while you're in the program is supposed to be.
Let me ask you a question, 630. Have you ever read a Section 8 contract?
Have I ever read one? No.
No. Okay. So how you know what's in it, what it was designed for? I'm just asking a question.
When I say when I say design for, what I mean by that is that's what it was brought to life for. It was brought for a purpose, and the purpose of that was, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, it was brought to help people get out of poverty at the time, right?
That might not have been what it's meant for. That might have been just to keep people in poverty. See, and I'm telling you, I'm just challenging your thinking. I'm not trying to make you look bad or anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to do that. So I'm not on that. I mean, I'm not the type of host. So what I'm saying is, you said it earlier. When people be on Section 8, low income like that, it puts you in a different mindset. You know, so the system knows what it's doing and what it's meant out to do. Now, you could be on Section 8 for a lifetime. Let me say this. It does not give you term limits how long you could be on Section 8. It does not.
Nope.
So, but black people, hold on. But black people put stipulations on it. Especially the ones that's not getting it. Well, you shouldn't be on there for that long. You shouldn't do that. You know.
I've been on for 8 years and I got a job paying cash, so they can't do nothing about it.
Right.
So here's the thing, Mark. If you're on Section 8, you ain't thinking about your credit score being 720. Because you know why? It was never taught to us to worry about our credit.
Well, it was taught to me.
Martin, I'm talking Martin. This is Martin. I'm going way back. I lived in Ivy Well. We never cared about our credit score. Credit score in Ivy Well? Hey, what credit score? My rent is $28. I know. It was never taught in our community. Stay with me, Martin. He can't get on here talking about a credit score being 720 back in the 80s. A credit score. My mother ain't know about no credit score. I don't know about no credit score. What are you talking about? Martin, and I'm lying. Just stay with me. Now, as years go on, as time go on, now we understand. Oh, credit score. Ain't nobody got no 720 and no credit score in the projects in the 80s and the 90s. What are you talking about? Not even a credit card. Like what? Like,
wow.
Don't get ahead of what we talking about. Martin, you don't say.
Well, that was back then. I have 5 credit cards.
Talking about. So listen, that's what we talking about. Like we talking about during the years that mess up our us as black women. No, don't laugh.
No, I'm laughing at something else.
We're having our black men in there. Do you not know if our parents knew something about credit score, we wouldn't be ruling this world? What?
Yeah, you know what? Let me just say this. Something real strange. Okay, I'm looking on Facebook, right? I don't have literally not one person on Facebook. All my people is on YouTube right now. That ain't never happened. So I'm looking right now. So Facebook, somebody probably reporting the video, blocking the video. I'm looking at the video right now. I don't have one person on Facebook right now. That's why I was laughing.
I'm sorry. I bet you do.
You have to tell
I bet
the
you don't.
truth.
Because I'm telling
Yeah.
the truth. I'm telling the truth.
No, but
Like,
you
I'm
can't.
telling the
It's
truth.
showing right now. I'm looking at Facebook. It's showing there's nobody on here. That's exactly.
Oh, well, I'm on it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm on it too on my phone over here, and it's showing nobody's on here.
My auntie, Miss Helen Fender, been the president of Ida B. Wells since 1972 to the day she died. That was the year I was born. We lived there. I know what I'm talking about. She helped every young black woman, a black girl with a baby to get an apartment, but never our black men. I am telling you. Richard Daley, the father that built the project. If you building a project, a community, without including the black man, the black baby in a household, y'all was already exit out in the beginning. That's why Chiquita, he got a baby over there. He got a baby over there. Everybody's family in the project. Everybody, when the mama put him out, he went to the next girl. Oh my, you know. I don't know if you lived in the project, but I did. So I'm telling you, the system was cut, and it's so sad. It's so sad. They made our black women in control of everything. That's why they think it's okay. I don't need no man in my household. No, but I don't have to listen to you. I get my own money. I get my own stamps. You ain't bringing nothing to this. He wasn't lying. He wasn't on no public aid. He wasn't getting no money in. He basically ran up on her and the kids.
Hold it, y'all. Let me read a comment. Somebody said the internet gods must stop marking Facebook because he's out of line as a black man giving praise to another group women, especially a group that ain't done nothing for black people. That listen, whoever you are, love me, folks. You don't know what you talking about. Something wrong with you. Are you mad at the Village Square women because they sleeping on the floor with their man? You can't tell me what my eyes don't see. Listen. Yeah, hold on. I'm talking now. Let me talk now. I got the flow now. Let me get on this sister here, love my folks. I love my folks too. I'm black. I was born black. Raised by a black woman and a black man. And got black brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and all that. You can't tell me. Listen, you can't tell me that I'm praising another race. But if it's good, it's good. If I see them sleeping on the floor with their man, yeah. The black woman, y'all put the man out. You trade them in for a link card in Section 8. You can't tell them I'm lying. Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah. Hold on, brother. Somebody said they can't see the face. Somebody reported it Facebook. They can't see it. Somebody said they can't see it. They They did. Go to YouTube then, people.
They reported Facebook when I got on there telling them.
Yeah. Go. But
we need to find a way to sue them.
We need to
find a way to sue him.
Yeah.
They
stopped it. I know they stopped because I can't see it.
They gotta understand why the black
you was on there.
Irrelevant in our family.
I shared it, and it didn't even come up on my share.
And I did too.
They said your video is blocked. Yeah. See the details.
We need to find a way how to sue dude.
But Martin, why? Because I come up here saying I'm telling, and he the first caller, I'm the second caller. I'm telling y'all why the black man is not irrelevant in our family, in our household, in our kids. The system.
I knew they was gonna pause. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, they gotta go on YouTube. Okay.
The one thing we missing, Martin.
Yeah.
The one thing we look at is that we are on public aid, but it's more white people on public aid than us.
Yeah, but
there's
that.
more of them on Section 8 than us.
But they got their husband.
Well, see, the thing with them is they wasn't told that they couldn't have a man in their house. They told us.
There you go.
Right. But they want to receive more than us. They always put it on us like we the only one to get it.
Right,
but
of
they
course.
overdo it more than us. Any foreigner come to this country, get on public aid, get linked, all kind of stuff. If they from the Middle East or where they from Mexico, they got link cards, I guarantee you.
So, Martin, this is what I want to tell you about our black men. Stay away, Dearborn. I'm talking about the project setting. I mean, it's babies. Men went everywhere because you know why? They made it. It's so sad. It's so sad. So sad. So sad.
Mm-hmm.
No black man from the 70s to the 90s got Section 8 and they never had an apartment. So they had to go live with every woman that had a baby because they got an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they live with every woman that had a baby, they was over here messing with this woman, that woman, everyone. You put me out, I'm going over here to this woman.
How many times you gonna say that?
Sorry, Mom.
No, you ain't gotta say sorry. I'm just asking how many times. We know that. We definitely know that. But let's get back what the real thing
We
is.
know that because that's where we live there, but a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, y'all women talking about I'm praising somebody. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna get mad at me, tell me what I see. If I see some good, if I see a woman supporting her man, laying on the ground with her man, I can't do nothing but admire that woman. Period.
Here's the thing, Mark. You ain't praising me, and I'm telling the truth. The migrants, I'm telling whoever's listening, I would do whatever I need to do with this man because I don't have a Social Security number. I don't have no rights in this country. So I'm gonna let this nigga I hate now. He's probably a rapist, but we're gonna do this together. When I get what I need to be a citizen in this city, in this country, nigga, get on. I'm just saying, it's the underlay for the old place.
Well, let me get some more women to call in because I need some more women to call in. I got a lot of men on here tonight.
Have more migrant women.
Yeah. No, now you're trying to be funny. You listen, y'all. Tell me. Listen. First of all, don't get mad because the migrant women sleep on the floor with their men. Don't get mad.
But you got.
Don't get what you getting mad. You act like you hate her. What you mean underlay for what? Yeah, yes you are. You trying to be funny. I'm gonna call you out. Yes, you are. You're trying to be funny.
She don't have a Social Security number.
So what that got to do with her laying on the floor with her man?
She's not a citizen yet.
Okay, regardless. What that has to do with her? Hold on. What does that have to do with her? She getting money. They giving her money. The government giving her money. What does that have to do with her man?
It's once she become a citizen. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me and my baby to be a citizen.
First of all, you're missing the whole point. Hold on, y'all. Please.
She's a retard.
Yeah, I ain't gonna call her no retard. I'm not gonna do that. That's on y'all. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. I mean, she missing the whole point. They don't have a Social Security number. Man, they're giving them people $9,000 a month without a Social Security number. 9,000 plus housing. You don't hear about them being separated from their husbands or their boyfriends. Period. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You talking about
when she become a citizen of this state, everything gonna switch.
How you know? How you know?
Well, wouldn't she? I'll play along so I can, because she's not a citizen.
Yeah, but how you know what they gonna do though? You're psychic. Can you please tell me the pick phone number for the night?
I'm not psychic. I'm not saying I'm psychic. But if I want to be a citizen somewhere, I'm gonna go along. You're gonna go along until you get what you need to get.
Well, Trump will be here next year, so they're gonna be gone.
Period. There you go. There you go.
Listen,
I'm not saying
hold it, y'all, hold it. I got another caller. Somebody said they sleeping on the floor paid for by welfare, but you mad at black women on Section 8 in their homeland. I'm not mad at no black women for having Section 8 at all. You put words in my mouth. Won't you call in? Do me a favor. Call in that number you see over my head. 872-297-6389. Quit hiding behind the screen and call on in. I welcome you to call in. I ain't mad at no black woman for no Section 8 at all.
Internet
Yeah. Call in. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Y'all the one trade y'all man in for the Section 8 in the check. The black woman did that. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, you did it.
But we didn't know no better. So don't
Yeah.
say that because we didn't know
Yeah.
no better.
Some of y'all did know better.
Yeah. Y'all, yeah. Some of y'all did. Yeah.
How you know?
We didn't know.
I said some of y'all. How you know some of y'all didn't know?
Let me go to Reb the Barber. I think that's Reb. Somebody on here, 6112. I think that's Reb the Barber. Go ahead, Reb. Go ahead, Reb. Go ahead, Reb.
First thing, I'm gonna speak on the backup thing.
I must be 900 with the brain.
No, it ain't 9. Go ahead, Reb. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna go with the excuse saying that. I'm not gonna go with the excuse saying that the women didn't know no better. I'm not going with that one. That's really a sad excuse. And let me tell you why. The reason why is because in order for somebody talking to that.
Hey, I need y'all to 630. Mute your phone. Mute your phone. Go ahead.
Yeah, in order for most women to put men on child support, they come in with that welfare. As soon as you get that welfare, the state got to be paid for the reimbursement that they sit up and they take care of the child, giving it to the woman. So that was one of the reasons why the man couldn't be there, because they ain't gonna take care of black men. And at the same time, women did know. They ain't know we ain't know no better. Y'all did know when y'all sit up there, especially in my generation. You know what I'm saying? I have my oldest son mother who always ran and jumped on that welfare. You know what I'm saying? And they always asked, "Where's the father?" You know what I'm saying? Now I have another, my youngest son mother. She rejected it. She said, "No, I ain't telling you where the father at," because she know the game. And she really took the sacrifice of getting cut some of her aid. So women know better. They got that choice right then and there. They ask every single time when you signing up for that aid, where's the father? So let's not play that game right there. And most fathers, 9 times out of 10, when they find out that they was put on child support, they sit up there and they address the issue to, you know what I'm saying, the mothers, baby mamas, however you want to call it. And they got the opportunity to reject that service. And at the same time, the reason why they don't reject the service is us as men, we're going to hold it accountable. Whether you had a lot of us that didn't care, and not me, I took care of my child. But a lot of us, black men, didn't care, so gave the woman a reason to sit up there and take the state's decision and saying take care of the child. And then you had some women who was bitter women. I'm going to put things on child support. Now, when it comes to these migrant women, I'm going to tell you from the example of what I know. I know when they come up inside of 838 West Marquette Road, migrant women, they coming with their men. You know what I'm saying? They coming with them, shopping for free for food. The state taking care and giving them the $9,000, but guess what? They taking care of their men. Even as Martin said, sleeping on the floors too. They're going to do what they got to do. So it's a difference in how they are as a family compared to how we are as a family. Let's start holding accountability to ourselves. Stop sitting up here playing games. We just really sticking together. You know what I'm saying? Just like black men wasn't sticking with the women, black women had reason to not stick with the man. And a lot of times it's still going on because the separation of how we took the initiative to say, hey, you know what I'm saying, a war on poverty. That's all this stuff was, war on poverty with Reagan. Get them dudes out the house. Put them in low income. Put them in the project. Y'all got to know the history. Don't sit up there and act like y'all want to live in it. We was all living in it. Choices was made, and now we got to make up for it.
So here's the thing, Raz. Here's the thing. You just said, Martin, don't cut me off because you'll cut me off real quick. So you just came in. I'm not saying that we did not know about what you just spoken about. I'm talking about in the 80s. In the 80s, we didn't know as Black women when they gave us these apartments. They gave us canceling out our Black men. What you're talking about came along in the 90s and the 80s with the child support. I'm talking about with Section 8 giving them their apartments. So stay where we at.
So income when you went and got when the women went and got their apartments, you mean to tell me that the man was going with the woman to check out the apartment? You know, you always got to go and do a walkthrough. You couldn't. As soon as you get inside that system, you already know what it was. You ain't know no better. When them cribs was designed, the project it was designed for.
They didn't know back in. They did not know in the 70s and the 80s.
Yes, they did.
Sister, cut it out. Cut it out. They did know.
How old are you?
It's in the policy. You better read the New American Plan.
You 52? So how you didn't? Okay, you're not 70. So if you're not 70 years old, how you know?
The project was built the year I was born, 1970.
Right. So you was 5 months or a year old. So how do you know?
So because.
Oh wow.
Serious? No. No, it's wow.
Okay. Hold it, sister.
No, it's Mark, let me say.
No. Let me just talk real quick.
Our people was that smart to understand.
Let me ask you a question, sister. When you moved into projects, was your father living with you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. Let's go to the next caller. 20. Yeah. Sound like it to me too. 42, 48. Oh, ma'am, we got a new caller.
Yeah, she's drunk.
Yeah, 42, 48.
Don't say that. I want y'all to understand that our Black women was not educated then.
If you was 1 year old, how you know?
They wouldn't have did.
Well, when she was 1 year old, and prior to then, when the projects was put up in the late 50s and the 60s. Are you finished talking?
No.
Let Bill talk. Let Bill talk. Hold it, woman.
Oh, okay.
Hold it, young lady. All right, go ahead, Bill.
When the project were put up across the Chicago in the late 50s and in the 60s, there were men, there were families. The Section 8 came along and they wanted only the women to be there. Those women knew. You saying a lot, lady. Just let me say things.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
When they came with Section 8, which project apartments wasn't considered Section 8. They were low income CHA property. And in the beginning, the men were allowed and families were allowed, and some of them worked and got up out of there. Other people laid up on the system. I'm not one of those people who knock anybody for what they do. They hustle.
So when did they divide us? When did they divide us? When did they divide it?
Wait a minute. When they came up with Section 8, these people are so clever and so far ahead of us in they ugliness, the way they get down. When they came up with Section 8, they had already put in play that 9 out of 10 Black men was gonna be locked up some kind of way. They didn't plan for a Black man.
Check this out too.
No. And you stop. No.
Don't forget.
Hold on, ma'am. Ma'am. Yeah, hold on. Bill was. Hold it, y'all. Hold it, everybody. Bill was still talking. Young lady, I'm not hanging up on you. Please let Bill talk, and then just let him talk. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, they had already designed and put in their head to put a number and an X on 9 out of 10 black men back. Also, those same men, like the young man was saying about going to Vietnam War, they didn't have no resources or nothing when they came home. They didn't care if they had a residence. So basically, the black man was pushed out of fatherhood and being the head of the house in order to make it. Now, we know that women got the Section 8 and move their boyfriends in for each his own. But back to the 80s, in the project, I hung out and lived in 2 separate projects because of choice, and it was money that made me stay there. It was money. Didn't nobody know about or was talking about credit scores or nothing like that. They was talking about going to buy whatever they need in their house, because it was a young man in that house, whether it was her boyfriend or her son, and the money was good. And I've seen people with 4 big screen TVs in a and not just one person.
In my head.
Yes, they did.
So wait, Bill.
In the late 80s and in the 90s.
Wait, Bill. We're not talking about the 90s. I want you to go back to where we started from. So when you started back talking, I want you to tell me, listen, Bill, listen. I want you to tell me that these black women understood what the system was doing to them.
Yes, they
told him. Yes, they told them. You see? Wait a minute. Wait.
They doing. This ain't never.
They might not.
Bill,
They might not
Bill,
be totally clear,
Bill,
but they're gonna tell you.
Bill.
If you have any men living in your property other than your son, just like in Claudine, and that was in 1972. That you're gonna have to account for this man Boots being at the front door, in the closet. They had the right to come up in your house and look through your personal effects to see if a man was there.
Okay, so what you mad at us for? What you mad at us for? Because
I'm not mad.
What you mad about us? And what are y'all saying?
No, hold on, sister, hold on. With the outbursts, hold on, sister. He just saying that y'all knew. You saying y'all didn't know. They did. Y'all did know. He just proved that to you.
And to top it off, to add on to.
We not gonna get out. Wait, you think now we?
Man, you don't have to hang up on her.
Yeah, because she got every time. Every time she do this. Every time.
That's why she won't have. That's why she ain't got no man.
Yeah.
You don't want her to get her apartment. These years ago.
The thing of it is, when it came to the child support, they just like you said, or the other young brother said, these women entrap men to have more babies with low level thinking. Then there was some that thought they was slick. They could have.
Can you let Bill talk, young lady? Lady, I'm about to mute her. Go ahead, Reb. Somebody talk. Go ahead.
Let me say this. All right, let's go back. I'm gonna go back to where Brother Bill went. Let's go back because my godfather went to Vietnam. He was one of the ones that was drafted. Now I'm not gonna say that they didn't have a strategy on how they did it. Let's go back to how to make a slave. Let's go back and talk about how they stood up there and they said they'll do the nigger just like they did horses. You understand? And how they would teach the woman to sit up there and not depend on the black man. How they would teach the woman to teach the young black man to sit up there and do what the system say. How they would sit up there and breed these women. Listen, and it's all in the design. It's even happening today. For 400 years, they said unless a phenomenal thing must take place and free these people or free them out of that mindset. So let's go back to Vietnam where I can reach a little bit, because before that, we was in the South. You had families. You had my father come from the oldest in the family of, I believe, 9. My grandfather 20, 21. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you get to the 50s and the 60s, yeah, they was drafted. It wasn't no you had a choice. You got to understand what Muhammad Ali did. He said, I ain't going nowhere. My name ain't Cass Clay. I'm Muhammad Ali. And they stood up there, took his boxing license because he wouldn't even sit up there and go to Vietnam. Everybody else didn't have that fortunate because of his celebrity. People liked him, so he was able to beat it. But he stood for black men and told us, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, we had strength. Everybody else had to go. You had to send your oldest son. You had to send them. Now, by the time the Vietnam War is over with, you know what I'm saying, mom and dad in some places died off, you know what I'm saying, or got old, you know what I'm saying. Now, they, like he said, come back over here, don't have no resources from Vietnam. They already off the drugs they sit up there and doing over there in Vietnam. So that was one way for the man to not even go looking, especially when you ain't got no job and you addicted to a drug. That's the reason for you to sit up there and not be in the household. Now, let's move on up. And the war on poverty. When the war on poverty came in, that's what we're trying to explain to you, Miss Lady. That they had a way of making you depend on them, and you were smart enough to make your choice because you could have sit up there and continued to depend on your man, black man, or you could have depend on them. But in some cases, a lot of y'all was naive to it and evil and hated the black man and said, well, I'm going to sit up there and I'm going to be fed by the government. And they had their reasons of rules and regulations that you had to abide by. And you could have at any time, you know what I'm saying, did what you had to do and jumped up out of that low income. But at the same time, you sat there and you got comfortable. And then, yeah, you're going to do what you got to do for your black man to the power of where you can reach it. But at the same time, those were not cribs. Those cribs was y'all cribs with the kids' names on them. And everything. And every time they came out and did an inspection to sit up there and see what you doing, what you supposed to do and taking care of the house, because if you didn't or keep up in your little utility bills or whatever, they was kicking you out. But at the same time, you better not have no man there or you had to go. So yes, I consider we could read all back in that. It's still happening to us. But what I'm telling you, and what we're saying is that it's a different, what I'm saying is that there's a different phase now, the New American Plan. It went from war on poverty to the New American Plan. And they're going to take care of the migrant men because they want them to work from it's replacing the black men. But at the same time, they ain't going to give the money to the migrant man. They're going to give it to the woman. Trust me, she's going to take care of her man. She's going to sleep on the floor. They're going to build together. And matter of fact, she's going to take care of him, his brother, her brother. Because trust me, you better come over there at 838 West Marquette Road and see how they come through the door coming to get food. That's what I'm saying. That's our problem today. We sitting up there, we believe in lies and steady believing this stuff. Ain't nothing that we've been told is really true or up to the factual account of our lives and our purposes here in the eyesight of God. So we still stuck on survival. We so desperate for the survival of what they're giving us. We don't even know how to get out there and sit on our own and get it on our own. And it's enough out here for everybody. They can't stop you from living, but you listening to them and you sitting up and continuing to obey the stuff that they say and do. Like right now, look, it's no control no more. Not even you got your rights to your kids. They taking it away from you. It used to be you had the rights to the kids. Now you ain't got the rights to the kids no more. Let alone the fathers ain't there. And the mother's keeping the rights from the kids away from the father. You know how many women sit up there and keep their kids away from? Come on now. You know how many women keep their kids? And who I mean, fathers don't know their kid because the mother always sit up there and say, well, in low income, oh, he ain't the daddy. He ain't the daddy. Come on now. Hold accountability. And like I say, us men too, we have had our issues and things that we have done to make the woman think like that on a continual basis of the time. But at the same time, and then drugs, don't get on that. So when you was mentally out of order, you on drugs, everything. Come on now. We was all messed up. I mean, you sitting up here talking about y'all didn't know. Come on, that's in the policy. What you think the war on poverty? You thought they just said, okay, war on poverty and didn't give no policy, laws and everything. No, you just didn't read the fine print. That's what it was. You just signed it because you was getting a crib.
All right. I got a couple of callers. I got a couple of callers. Okay, 3699. Go ahead, caller. You know.
Hey y'all.
Hey, what's going on?
I have been listening. Oh my goodness, y'all! I'm hollering. Okay, I called earlier and I had to hang up. So now I'm back on here. And to the young lady, the women did know because they gave them a choice. They knew. The women knew because you couldn't have a shaving razor, like they said earlier, the big shoes. You couldn't even have an electric toaster because those were gifts that a black woman wasn't supposed to have if there was no man in the home. Something as small as a colored TV. Those were things that they would walk through these women's house with a clipboard and go through their cabinets, their closets, their drawers, all up under their mattresses. And these are things that black women, those were triggers to say, oh, it's a man doing for you. Something as small as a pot, a cooking set. Oh, those are gifts that a man bought. These women, they knew because they had to follow those guidelines. And that is the truth. They did know. They knew. Couldn't have a washing machine that hooks up to the kitchen sink, stuff like that. They couldn't have certain appliances, So they did know. They knew.
I remember my father had to leave out the house. I remember that clear as daylight.
The women knew. And they chose, because they told them either you get rid of him or you and your babies are going to starve. So they pitted the children against the mother's love. That's what they did.
But guess what? When the project was designed, and especially in Cabrini Green, there were white people, white families that lived in the project, and the husband and the wife were able to live as a family, and they were able to move forward because of the low income rent. They had a chance. They snatched all of that, even through Section 8. Project apartments was never Section 8. They were CHA, low income housing. And then the women into the 80s and 90s, a lot of them were bitter. They had 2-3 kids, and some of them by guys at work. Like Martin said, they set out to get pregnant by somebody that worked for the city or drove a truck or whatever, and thought they would be able to take them to court for child support, and they would, but they wouldn't see $30 extra on what the state or the government would send them. So what would be the sense of doing it except for that you bitter?
The incentive too is you can't work. How is it designed to help families when it's designed to keep you right where you are? You can't even have a job. If you get a job,
going right back to let's make a slave. How to make a slave. They had to keep the woman.
Well, I get paid cash.
They had their boundaries.
They helping me.
Yeah, and look, the woman check this out. She choosing between her survival for her and her kids and a man. And a man's the provider. They took away the provider.
You get a job now anyway.
And then sit up there and allow her to say that, hey, the state to take care of. That's what the whole what force of their thing is about. They was giving them cash. They was giving them stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Medical.
They was giving them programs, medical. You know what I'm saying? With the child support, all this. Look, they getting enough benefits. It's a system, and as time went on over the 20 years, 30 years, and the system grew to be common to most black women, they took advantage of it. A lot of aggressive hate against the black man from the woman came. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact, because she no longer needs to depend on the black man. Along with all the problems that's going on in the communities and the households and neighborhoods and on drugs and You know, you still got men out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to take care of the child. Because if you got men out there love they children, but at the same time, man, don't tell me black women ain't get comfortable with that Section 8. Still is. Some of them still is.
I know a mail carrier lady that has Section 8. I seen her come in there, and she was coming in there to change her how much she makes. So I guess she get paid more, but she's still on Section 8 though.
Wow. See that? And saving
a mail carrier.
But the thing of it is if she's within parameters of the law, I ain't gonna knock her, and I'm not gonna say, just like I've said on the show about the migrants. People saying they taking our money, they taking our resources. No, not at all. No, because if you feel like they taking our resources, you'll never get anything from these people.
We never
because
got anything.
No, we never got anything. But when the subject come up, when the subject come up about reparations or anything, they are gonna throw in your face about giving the money. We just gave 98 billion to Ukraine. We just gave 18 billion to the migrants. That's not our money. That's not our money. And those are
COVID money for us.
That's print money. Exactly.
Print money.
Well, let me say this, y'all. It's taxpayers' money. We're going to pay it back. It's taxpayers' money, really. It's taxpayer money.
According to you, right, Martin?
And they don't have to raise.
But they always gotta allocate it so the money can rotate. So it's gonna be taxpaying printed taxpaying money.
Mm-hmm.
They still
right, because money. It's just a voucher that they done sent to the banking system to allow them to get it. Print money ain't got no value.
Nope.
To us, yes,
that's what the not, money, all the gold is.
Right. And what people don't realize, especially black people and a lot of white people, they brought into this system that about this budgeting and all this, and give them an excuse to raise taxes when they feel like it. It's all about who can put their hands in that kitty and get the amount that they want. These people that's governing us know where all the money is and how much they can allow a Democrat or a Republican or both to skim off the money. They know that.
We all
need
okay, yeah.
And they tell.
Okay, we got a new caller, y'all. Let's get the new call. They called once and they hung up. Area code 516. Go ahead, caller.
So I have a question to y'all. Now that is the sign for a man that a man can be on the lease, right? And now that men can get on Section 8 also, and now all these women are sneaking them in like they've been doing a long time. What is the problem now? Why are y'all complaining about it now?
Why are we complaining about it now? Somebody answer that. Somebody answer that for, please. I'll answer it.
So
I'm not complaining.
Let me tell you, by now, you got to understand the system that was designed in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, that moved and progressed in the 80s and the 90s. Now that we are in a millennium, it's enough for them to do what they want to do. They do it because that's what they choose to do. Allow men, and say it's enough. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps men at bay. If a man goes into low income and stays in low income on Social Security, getting a check month to month, heck yeah, it's easy for them to do that to him now because they see that that's the kind of man he is. That ain't no real man. He either got a mental issue or disability. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Nope.
Real, check this out.
Nope.
Of all my years, the men that I know, the black men that I know that have Section 8, compared to the black women and white women, I've only heard of maybe 3. And I know a lot of people, a lot of men that's living with women. Hello?
I'm still here.
There
Go
you
ahead.
go.
A lot of men that's living with women or living by themselves that they don't have the option. They put the option out there, but like I said, I only know of 3, and that's including my guy on here right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of them that have it in the hood. I got cousins that have it. They get food stamps and they're males, and they do little hustles on the side. And also they have it where you can, work and get Section 8, but you only can make a certain amount and all that. But my thing is still men complaining and saying, well, the women, women this, women that, and the women.
Let me ask you a question, young lady.
know?
Young lady, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Now, you said that you guys, those that is on Section 8, they can put the man on the lease now, right? Now, last I heard, what if the man got a felony? He can't be on that lease.
Nope.
Am I right? Just let me know if I'm right now.
Wait a minute. No, I'm telling you. It depends on
what kind of felony
old
it is.
Yeah, even with the woman. Even with the woman.
No felony. No felony.
No, that's not
No
true.
felony.
No, you're not.
No, that's not
No, it's
true.
not. No, it's not. You cannot.
No,
That's
that's
not
not true. The felon, it can be.
Okay.
No, the felon, it can be 5 years old, and depending on what it is, if it's a 5, if it's not recent, within 5 years, or you can get it just like food stamps.
Being out of jail and off the papers for 5 years. You tell me what man is like that.
Say what?
Say that again, Brad.
You tell me what man is out there in these communities of low income like that, that's not on papers and getting off of it and staying off and getting expungements and all that. Do you see our condition? Do you know our condition?
There's a lot of them that have changed their life around, but they still don't have a lot of money.
The background that they didn't get it.
They gave it to me.
So how could a woman get put out of her Section 8 apartment when they told her, and I've seen it done, that you're not supposed to have any convicted felons in your house?
I was one.
You're not.
They gave it to me while I had 3 felonies.
Okay, hold it, Bill. This brother on here said they gave it to him. He got 3 felonies. So tell us about it, brother.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell them.
Say it, brother.
They give it to you depending
Oh, sister,
on
let
the
the-
felony, how old it is, how many. Yeah, just depend on what the felon is, and then on top of that,
I got a female.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
But people still complaining. I'm
Of course.
about complaining about when it started.
Look at the damage done, baby. Hold on, baby. Listen, regardless, still go look at our young people that have it's caused a lot of damage to the family. Yes, we should still complain. Yes. Look at the damage.
Wait a minute.
What kind of
What
felony
is it
you
doing
got,
now?
bro?
Hold it.
Okay.
All drug cases. Now, somebody just texted me and said that somebody just texted me. They said it can't be sex crimes and it can't have caught on drug case in the HUD properties. So if you got a
in the HUD property. No,
Yeah.
Come on now.
Just a regular area.
Okay.
School zones and everything.
Okay. So
I had one school zone.
I got another question. I got a question for you. Another question, bro. When you got your Section 8, well, first I'm gonna say this. Of course, what we saying with this systemic way they holding black people down, of course they're gonna have to let some of the men by to make it look good, because if you sit up and just firmly plant your foot and say no men at all, that's total discrimination. So they got lawyers that know this. They gonna let Man, listen, bruh.
I don't think it's doing as bad as it was because listen what I'm saying.
You have a real problem. No, you listen to what I'm saying.
It's helping people too, and I'm gonna give an example. I know
you are very ignorant. You are very ignorant. And you will not talk. If you don't let me talk, I'm not letting you talk.
Let me say one example, and then I will be quiet. So
Hold it. Hold it, y'all.
No, I gotta hear this. Some truth is shame to doubt.
Okay, hold it, Bill.
Let me
hold it. Hold it. Ma'am. Ma'am, hold it.
Well, he won't let me answer.
Okay, hold it, ma'am. Hold it. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go let Bill give Bill a couple of minutes, and I'll turn around and let you answer it. That in that order. Go ahead, Bill. Then I'm gonna let her go. Take a couple minutes.
Interrupting me and everybody else, man, like it's our show.
Okay.
Man.
Come on with your point, bro.
This is crazy. I was saying the system is gonna let some men through. It's women over the years and that I know of who man got caught with drugs in the apartment, whether it was a raid or the police ran up in there behind them, got kicked out of the Section 8 or CHA apartment. My aunt had a joint and they put her out. Fortunately, she was leaving anyway. But my thing is this, with the brother that said he had 3 felonies, that's cool and all. I'm glad it's able to help you move forward. My question, did they tell you can't have a female in your
no,
apartment?
They never told me that. No.
Wow.
They never told me none of that.
Okay. I'm
but
done,
I know
Martin.
not to have nobody else on that lease, but they never told me that. No.
Okay. All right. 561. Come on, sister.
So what I was saying, right? In some occasions, it also helped people like him on the phone that got his Section 8, right? Yep. So I know because now what a lot of people doing, which they did before, are beating the system. So it's a couple I knew that God had it. She had it with a part-time job. And her man had it. And he still had a full-time good job. Very good job. I'm not going to say where, but, and they lived in a house. Now, they didn't know about him. So they got married and got off the Section 8. He gambled. He would win money. He'd bring it home, all this stuff. And they came up off the Section 8. And I know people that come up off the Section 8 then let it go. Yeah. So now it's helping people also, men too. Now, that's what I was saying. It's not as bad as it was because it's people beating the system. And they're not telling that the man is there. And it's not only hood people. These are people, they live, they was staying in Bollington or Bolingbrook, Illinois, in a nice neighborhood with a nice home on Section 8.
Yes, what about South Loop?
Right? So they beat the system till they got what they wanted to be. They got married. So they knew Section 8 would know they're married because she got her last name change, all this other stuff. And now they're still living good in another house that's not on Section 8.
Okay.
So it is helping people, even though
now let's
like this brother on the phone.
Oh, let me say this real quick.
You can still beat the system too and still be on there also.
Okay. Let me say something, brother. Hold it. Let me just say something real quick. Now, I noticed, and maybe it's just me, I don't know. Are we talking about Section 8 or subsidized rent, which is it's kind of like two different things. So we have to we have to know.
No, I have Section 8.
Okay, because some places is strictly subsidized and it's not Section 8. They go according to your income. 30%. They go 30% according to your income.
Yeah, I got Section 8. I had it for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all. That's what I was trying to tell him. The one that was screaming that it is still people that is helping them, actually helping them, pull through situations.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you
so
got felons. You just can't have no sex crimes, no child abuse, no child, pornography, nothing like that. But little regular drug cases, yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay, but how old they got to be? Don't they have to be? Yeah.
Well, they never told me how old they had to be. I didn't. They didn't ask me, and they didn't ask me, and I didn't tell them.
Okay, now
They
let me
never
ask you a
told me
question.
how
So
long
are you living in a Section 8 building or a low income building? Which is it?
Right.
You I'm asking you that, sir.
I'm living in a building that has like certain amount of. I guess I don't know.
But that's what I was saying
I'm
too.
in the South Loop. I'm in a wonderful building.
Okay, cool.
In the South Loop.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't think that I'm supposed to have Section 8, but they let me have it in here anyway.
Okay, cool.
So all we saying, so we got the understanding that there's two different types of, like, on low income land, everything that you're trying to say that a man can get, what I'm saying, when it comes to the low income on a woman, a man ain't in there. No, that ain't happening. And when it comes to Section 8, you got to go through a low income in order to sit up there and get the Section 8.
I didn't have to do that.
It used to be like, now they throwing the Section 8 out there. It used to be you had to go through, you had to be in that type of need of help because low income is the best thing to poverty, homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I had to wait 8 years, and I've been on it 8 years.
That's the subsidized. Section 8 is that subsidized.
The people I know on it, they're living good. They got it where you don't even have to live in like projects.
But sister, that's probably 9 out of a million.
No, you can. When they give you that voucher, you can 95%.
You talking about the man. You took one person that you do and that beat the system.
No, I know a lot of people on it. I know a lot of people on
South Loop.
I know a lot. But listen. It's 9 out of a million. You understand? 95% of the people don't even. They not alone. They illiterate. They're not smart enough to get the programs that they have. They always got the program, but who's telling people about the program? And then, like I say, they get comfortable to the point where they get comfortable in low income.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. When they give you that voucher. I'm not talking about one person. Please don't let me finish saying what. No, I'm talking about several people. No, See, some people just don't know what's going on out here. I can clearly tell.
So who's the some people?
So here's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Rep, let's hear out. Let her hear out, Rep. Go ahead, sister.
When you get the Section 8 voucher, right? It's as simple as this. What your money can afford with that voucher, if it's a house in the suburbs in a nice neighborhood, you can get it. Unless they gonna go by your background. And normally with that voucher, it helps people with backgrounds. So I'm saying you don't have to live in the ghetto anymore when you have a Section 8 voucher. You can live in the nice neighborhoods. And it's women that have it, and it throw men off, and they don't even know they have it because it's nice homes.
And you can't have no evictions. You can't have no evictions from low income. You can't have no evictions at all on the back of your name. Like I say, only a few people make it. And then on that Section 8, there's a waiting list. So people are still struggling trying to make it to that step.
I had evictions.
We're talking about the mass.
I was about to say, it's the people that have evictions.
I had one eviction. Yeah, they don't know who be telling you them stories. But I'm right here.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know.
All right.
A lot of people
and
just
guess
don't
what?
know.
And guess what? They clear after 30 years. So like we jumped on. We was talking about the issue of what's dealing with the mass of us, and now we're talking about you took that Section 8. I still agree that Section 8 do not help our people. It keep us at base. I still agree with that.
Well,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a lie.
I would never go looking for it.
Right.
I'm a market.
Well, why some
Simple that
people
way.
got nice houses on Section 8?
You
and
telling
these
us
the
that
ones
Section 8
with the
good? Section
kids.
8 ain't good, baby. It ain't good. I'm
No, I
sorry.
said it. I didn't say good. I said it's helping people.
It ain't good for you.
We should be entrepreneurs. We should sit up there and we should be able to reach for the stars. The sky's the limit. With that Section 8, with low income people being comfortable in that, it's a limit to it. You will never be who you really want to be. You'll always
I'm
be
still
stuck.
doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm still living how I want to be.
Son, you ain't understand what I'm saying,
Bro, I do understand.
I
You
get
ain't
what
understand
you're
I'm saying.
saying.
Like we struggling now.
But if you beat the, well, you might not want to do that though. But if you beat the system, you still can.
Section 8 is even struggling. Like I say, Section 8 is not a help. It was a war on poverty that they used to continue to keep the woman at bay, to keep the
That was
man
back
off the
then.
picture. And now we're
They can't do that now.
around and saying that works for us. That don't work for us. Because tell me what high percentage does it work for those greater than a high percentage that it don't work for?
That was back then. They not doing that
now. You would be surprised. I'm not.
I'm trying to tell you because I'm on it, brother. That was back then.
We on the street in abandoned buildings. Now ain't no Section 8. Now we on the street in abandoned. Don't sit up there. Y'all don't know who y'all talking for. Y'all sound like Mayor Johnson and one of them.
I'm talking for me.
For the people, and y'all just speaking for the wrong people. I'm talking
about me.
People, I feel you. You that one person like that 9 in a million who comfortable, and you just comfortable with it, brother. But can you jump out of Section 8 and stand on your own? Because if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat.
Yes, I do. I do have a job. I get paid
You got a
cash.
job, but can you sit up there and take care of regular market rent or buy a house, deal with a mortgage, or are you comfortable? How long have you been in Section 8?
8 years.
8 years. So in the 8 years, if you sit up there and literally not have to pay much rent, not much bills, you mean tell me you couldn't save no money with your job? Or
I do have money in my bank account, brother. If I want to get off of it, I can.
But
that's what it's supposed to do now.
I'm telling you, I don't agree that my people should continue to depend on that. Take
Like
advantage
you don't
of
agree
it
on
or
it, but you can't.
ever.
You can't. Right. That's you. You don't agree on that.
That's what I'm telling you. I am a blood entrepreneur, born in this thing as an entrepreneur. This is about how you keep us at bay. They control you with that, bro. That's just like the churches and 501c3, brother.
I'm going to say this too before I get off.
They use to get you to sign up for it, and then you can't go no further than where you see, and you'll be like, man, these crumbs are good. Like a dog.
They have a program
my credit score is a 740, brother. I can do what I want.
It's easy for you, of course, brother. It's easy.
I can do what I want.
People we talk. Listen, I'm speaking for the people who's out there with no place to live right now, who can't get Section 8, who could barely have IDs, who done been lost everything because of the struggle of poverty in our community. And
They
what
can
they've
get it, they
been
just gotta wait.
struggling with all their life. And the struggles inside of homes and everything. And right now today, the trauma and the mental, like it ain't about Section 8 and low income no more. It's about drugs on the corners, dying in the street at a young age. Come on now.
Them the people that
Come on
don't
now,
want nothing.
y'all, let's all talk about real. We don't care about those kind of people, huh?
You talking about the low self-esteem people that don't want to do nothing.
No, we ain't
That's what
talking about
you
no
talking
low
about.
self. See, that you want to put it into low self-esteem now, brother. It ain't low self-esteem.
Well,
ain't no
I
low
agree with
self-esteem.
him.
It's oppression.
I agree with him. I agree with you. I just think it can go both ways. I think it can help you if you do it right and you get off of it. Let it just get you where you need to be. I know plenty of people.
Well,
that,
let me
and
say.
they have a program with Section 8 where you can buy a house.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Yes.
Give everybody a bar of gold.
Right.
That's what you do. Bring that gold back and give everybody a bar. Do that.
So I'm not going to say you're not right. I'm not saying you're not right. That's not even a debate.
Well, let me just say,
I mean, I see both sides of the coins. I see black people, we're the only ones. This is what I see. Now, I could be wrong. We're the only one put stipulations on Section 8. But Section 8, there's nowhere in the clause that say that you can only be on this for 2 years, then you got to move on. There's nowhere in the clause that say that. It doesn't say that. It does not say that. I'm just saying that. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people need Section 8. Some people have moved on. Some people have lost their Section 8. But it does keep you in a certain mindset. I can say that. Section 8 is so powerful that you can die and you can pass it on to your oldest sibling or oldest child. It can't do that. Now, listen. I understand both sides of it. I know it could be a mental side, and it could be a side that handicap you too. But Section 8 is needed in this day and time because rent is super high for some people. Some people don't need it. I ain't never had it. I wish I can get it though. I showed up be downtown. Put my studio down there.
Wonderful down here.
Now, Martin, check this out, Martin.
Go ahead.
Martin, check this out. I want everybody to hear this. I want everybody to hear them. I agree with you, Martin. In the aspect of what you just said and how you said, bro, I agree with you. But check what they did. All right. If you go looking for Section 8 right now, 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to get it because the resources are not there for black people. I'm letting you know that right now.
Let me tell you this, then, since you stopped. You can get it, but you just have to wait a long time. It took me 9 years to get it.
And what kind of reason would I be doing that? I could be sitting up there every day figuring out a way to create and survive for myself. I ain't got to depend on somebody telling me, well, you got to wait a year or two in order to be on a million spots of waiting list in order to get something that you might not get until you might die before you get it.
Right, you're right. But I was paying market rent.
Difference. It's too many stipulations in order. It's just a waste of time in your life. You can really like it has. That's what I mean. It keeps us at a certain point. I get up every day and I live to create a job and do my best to give it. But I create myself a living. Do you know how that feels to know that you can do that for yourself, have your own time, you know what I'm saying, and be able to sit up there and work hard. Like you can work hard, or you can work, or you can make that happen. So like my mind and my potential is great because of that. But if I'm under Section 8 and then I'm working, you know what I'm saying, somebody's job, you know what I'm saying, I just don't think like that. I'm not saying it's bad for people to do, but I'm just telling you for my people and the greatness of who we are. Because of we not knowing who we are, we stick with stuff like that. Like nobody should be in low income for 10 years. Nobody should be there for in Section 8. Like, yeah, there should be a stipulation clause.
But it's not rare. But it's not rare. Rare. Why would you put rare? Let me just say this, man.
Like some hater stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Rare, let me say this. Listen. I'll just say this. There's no clause on how long you could be on Section 8. There's no time limit on that. So why would as a people, why would we put one there? That's all I'm saying. Some people really need Section 8. Why?
This is why. This is the reason that I feel why. This is going to move out of the era of the war. So we still in a war on poverty. We would never know the potential of who we are and where we can reach if we're stuck on depending on the government. That's the only thing I'm saying. Because they could cut it off. You know how many times they sit up there and sit up there and tell you what that the government might not pay their bills if Congress don't come to a decision. That means that all aid is over. Just imagine if that happened. Bills the government.
Let me say this.
That's
you got to look at it like this too.
That's welfare. That's everything. State funding, everything. This is them, and they can budget. They can tell you how much they're gonna give you on your utility when they can control you like that. And that's what this thing is all about. They're doing it to the mass of it. So hey, I mean, it's normal in life.
Hey, Rev, can I ask you a question? Rev, who do you work for? Not what's the name of your job? Do you work for the white man?
No, I don't work for I work for myself.
Okay, you good. You're doing good. There you go.
Pest control operator.
There you go. I understand. There you go. I understand that. But some people don't. Some people work for the white people.
I'm sorry that they got to. I wish that God, I pray to God, Lord, whatever however's gonna happen. Like I say, a phenomenal gotta happen. A phenomenal.
I agree with him. I agree with him. I just think some people.
I'm here to sit up there and encourage. I know I may sound the way I sound, but bro, we great. We great. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I agree with him. I agree with you. I just think some people are stronger than others.
Hey, Rev.
And they can't get off of it. That's why you hear people talk about it.
Rev, did you ever sign up for Section 8?
Huh?
Did you ever sign up for Section 8 before?
Never.
Never?
No,
never.
Let's say
years old, bro.
Let's say if you get some mail. Let's say if you get some mail and they just call you randomly.
I was homeless.
Right.
I've been out on the street before, and you know what I'm saying, and God opened doors for me. You know, I done lived with people before.
So you're saying,
no, heck no.
If they put something in the mail for you tomorrow, you wouldn't take it?
No. Oh, no. You not talking to nobody that don't bag up what he say.
Rev,
no.
If they give it to you tomorrow, you wouldn't accept it?
No.
Oh, you must be a rich man. You must be a rich man.
I'm subordinate to the system. That's the difference. I ain't rich. I never fall under the category of this system. I told you that.
You wouldn't take it for 1 year?
No.
You're a bad man.
I'm a very bad man. I'm a bad man.
You're a bad man.
Bad
you know what you can do in 1 year if you just take it and save your money? Just to take it for 1 year?
What? Man, money is time. Time is money, bro. You know, I make $75 in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I'm telling you, that's what I do now.
You can still do that.
I go out there
because you can pay in cash, right?
I don't have time to sit up there and be dependent on Section 8.
No, but you can pay in cash, right?
I'm gonna go out there and use my time to figure out how to get it.
No, what I'm saying, you can pay cash, right?
Cash, check,
right?
Credit
right.
card.
That's what I'm saying. Right. If you getting paid cash, they're not gonna know what you're doing while you're on there. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't care now. I don't.
That's another way they beat the system.
That's what I'm trying to tell them. I sell cable boxes for $200.
That's cool. I'm just telling you, I'm not.
They don't know what I'm doing.
Am I going? Have you ever signed up?
I'm cash, dude.
I'm telling you, no. Even if they send to me tomorrow, no.
Right.
All right, y'all. All right, nothing. All right, people. We've been on here 2 hours. We gonna sign off. Y'all got it all out. Wow, they knocked us off live. Yeah, they knocked us off live. Somebody reported it live, so I challenged it. They let it.
They put you back on there.
Yeah, they put me back on. Yeah, I know. But the Facebook comments is not on here though. But only the YouTube comments. But that's okay. It is what it is. Some hating folks out there, man. They hate the truth.
I thought about that. I'm like, you ain't on Facebook?
Yeah.
Blow up on the YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's YouTube is growing for me. But all right, people, I thank y'all so much for calling in and give us some information. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back and read up on Section 8 what you can do and what you can't do because it's constantly changing. So what I'm hearing tonight, I've heard a lot of things because to my knowledge, you couldn't be a felon, but I'm finding out that you could have a felony and still have Section 8. So, but you know what? Y'all right. Because my cousin, he had like 3-time felon and he got Section 8. So that's right. So I'm now thinking about it. I said, wow.
Yeah. Long as you're no child predator, you all right.
Right.
My uncle used to work in the Section 8 office down south, but he passed away. But he helped a lot of people get in quicker, Black people and things like that. But he worked there for about 20 years.
Okay. Oh yeah, he know the business. All right. Well,
a lot of people. Yep.
All right. Thank y'all so much for the comments. I know we got a little heated tonight, but that's all right. We still love each other. I hope we do. Y'all already know what it is. This is live, uncut, unedited.
You already know what it is.
Tell the truth.
Uncut.
Good night. Good night, all.
Shame the devil.
And